Welcome everyone. Today we're going to show you how to freeze your garden vegetables. A tutorial by Rain Rabs. Come with us in our garden. Now here we have a large bowl of ice water we're filling up here in our sink. And then we're going to add some ice cubes to make it really cold. And let it sit. Let's go. While that's getting nice and cold for us, in a large pot, boil water with 3 tablespoons of Himalayan salt. When you're finished adding all of your salt, now we're going to place the lid on and allow it to boil. In the meantime, let's go to our garden. Come along with us as our organic garden, and we are going to pick some kale today to freeze. Let's do this. We're going to pinch the leaves off. This will allow the kale to grow continuously throughout the season, inshallah. This year's kale came out really well. We picked this as our second time picking off this plant, and it's continuously growing for a very long time, which is great. If you want to look at our video on the health benefits of kale, we will link that in the description. We are now finished picking some of our kale. We'll come back later on to pick more to freeze, but now we'll show you how to wash and blanch for freezing. Let's pick some more vegetables first. Here we have some of our bok choy, which is ready to freeze as well. We're going to pick this from the root, and let's get ready to do some of this bok choy as well. Always good to have some good bok choy during your nice soup months during the winter. Now, one of the things that we do, we cut the root of the bottoms off of the bok choy and we freeze them. Now, one of the things you want to do in the fall is make sure you get your bok choy inside before the bugs get to them first, because they have a tendency of doing that. Now, back inside the house, we are ready to wash our kale. One note to do is make sure you are washing your kale in nice cold water. Not hot, because you don't want to cook the kale yet. Now when your kale is nice washed and ready to place for 5 minutes in our salted water that we had prepared earlier. But first, for the sake of time, we're going to wash and ready our bok choy. And here we're going to do the same method with the cold water, washing our bok choy. Don't worry about the holes and make sure there's no bugs in it. In the bok choy is still good and fresh. Makes you know that it's organic. Today we will be making a mixture of our favorite vegetables, which is our bok choy and our kale together, and freeze them together, making frozen vegetables. Now let's start putting our kale inside of the salted water. You want to place these veggies into the water and cook for at least 5 minutes. Now you don't want to overcook your veggies because they will be cooked when you do eat them, because we are doing these here to store them to last longer. So once you blanch them, we're going to put the kale all the way down into the water and leave them for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay, now since we are doing our mixture of bok choy and kale, we're going to add, after 2 minutes, we're going to add our bok choy to the same pot. And make sure you just put those all the way in there so they can evenly distribute all the salt water within the vegetables. Now after 5 minutes of your vegetables in your hot water, your vegetables are now ready to blanch. Now we laid a chlorine-free paper towel down to dry out the vegetables first. to get them a little bit cooled off before blanching them in the cold water. Now we highly recommend we do this to our produce during the fall months so we can ensure our family and maybe relatives and friends have food during the winter cold months, because we never know what's going to happen. Now, in order to stop them from cooking, we are going to quickly blanch these vegetables all together so we can start storing them. You want to make sure to submerge your vegetables well in the water for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Now after 2 to 3 minutes, now we'll remove from the ice water and place on a paper towel. Now it's optional. You can use your strainer or a colander or a handheld colander to take these off and put them onto a napkin, but we prefer using our hands. This allows us to make sure there's no ice left in the vegetables. You can also use a napkin or a cloth to pat dry your vegetables to ensure a lot of the moisture is gone. Now today we're going to place ours in a freezer safe bag because we'll be using these vegetables in a few months for the family. Is optional as well. You can use a vacuum sealer and it will take completely all the air out. But even with these Ziploc bags, we found that they are useful as well. Now here is our vegetables, and I will be putting in the freezer for in a few months cooking. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe and share for more.